Hello, in this video, I'd like to give you an update on my Charles Schwab individual stock portfolio brokerage account for the week of November 7th through November 11th, 2022. And what a phenomenal week it was. Wow, what is going on in the stock market in a good way? This past Thursday and Friday has just been amazing. Wow. Some serious gains going on. And they're saying is the reason is the optimism is a result of many investors are believing that inflation has subsided and might not be as bad from here on out. Some of the reports that are coming out from the feds that inflation was worse or not as worse, not as bad as they were expecting. Therefore, you have serious gains in the market. And wow, man, what a nice week this was to be an investor. By far the best week I've ever had as an investor as far as the rate of return and the money that I made in the short life of this brokerage account. So let's look in more detail exactly what occurred this week, how well the stock portfolio account performed, and what value we either had or lost. So from Monday, November 7th through Friday, November 11th, my account gained a little under $200, $196.44. Man, I love it. I can't wait to have days like this in the future when I have more money in the account. I can't imagine what that number will be. Here you see as the week progressed throughout the week, you see how it went. So I didn't add any more funds to the account. That's what the dotted line is. So that stayed pretty steady. But throughout the week, went up, then down. On Wednesday, lost quite a bit, and then all of a sudden a big skyrocket. Just phenomenal results on Thursday and Friday, and that's where we currently stand. So that is how much my account gained, $196.44. Now let's look down here at the more specific value of my account. So as the week started, I had $4,531 in this account. I didn't contribute any money, but my account, thanks to, in large part, Thursday and Friday of this week, gained $196.44. So that is amazing. All these gains were just because the investments did well, not because I added any money. So the ending value for this week of this individual stock portfolio account is $4,728.21. As many of you know that watch this channel and these videos, the short-term goal, the first major short-term goal was to get to $5,000 by the end of the year 2022. As I record this in early November, I have no doubt I'll get that. Matter of fact, I'll get that probably by the end of the mid-November. I plan on putting more money in here and getting that to at least $5,000. Of course, the market could go down a little bit. So it's going to be hovering right at $5,000 by mid-November, which is a whole month and a half ahead of schedule. The overall goal for this particular individual stock portfolio account is $100,000, hopefully in 5 years or so. So we're doing pretty good. We're on the right road. Especially if we keep having gains like this, we'll definitely be on the right road. Now, let's look at the rate of return. For this week, the rate of return for this account was 4.33%. Now, that's pretty good. Ideally, I want overall the lifespan of this account to be anywhere from 8 to 10%. I'll be ecstatic if I can get returns like that. But hey, I'm super pleased with 4%. I'm not going to, no bones about it. Good luck trying to find a savings account or a checking account to give you those kind of returns. So you have to take on some risk, which you do when you invest in the stock market, but your reward could be pretty good. So this week is 4.33%. These lines show that my individual stock account, which is this light blue line, pretty much mirrored the other common indexes. So the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, the Russell 2000, we pretty much all had the same pattern. Started out sort of flat, went up a little bit on Tuesday, down on Wednesday, skyrocket on Thursday, and then even more so on Friday. Will these profits continue? Will the market still go up? That's very unlikely, because it's rare that in one day you can get these kind of returns with these common indexes. So I would suspect to prepare myself to lose some money for those to even out or decline some when next week starts. One of the goals for this account is to try to outperform the common indexes. This week, I only outperformed one of those common indexes, which is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which has been outperforming all of the common indexes, including my individual stock account. So my rate of return, again, was 4.33%. The Russell 2000 outperformed me, 4.64%. The S&P 500, 5.93%. Very nice for this week. As I mentioned, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is the only one I've outperformed, 4.22, but the Dow Jones has been outperforming me for the past couple months or so, at least the past month. The NASDAQ. If you watched some of these videos in the past weeks, you know that the NASDAQ hasn't been performing that well, but not so much this week. Look at this, 6.1%. The NASDAQ had that rate of return for this week. It's very interesting to me. I picked up on the Dow Jones. That's your 30 most common stocks, the largest companies, those very go-to reliables. That has been performing better than the S&P 500 and NASDAQ. Not so much. Basically, the script has been flipped. This week, these tech stocks in the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 have outperformed the Dow Jones. So it's interesting how one week, reliable Dow Jones outperforms everybody, but then once investors got word that things might be looking better, inflation might not be as bad, and the inflation rates are subsiding, then the tech stocks, S&P 500, start improving and getting better returns. So the S&P 500 and NASDAQ really had phenomenal weeks. We all had phenomenal weeks, but as far as trying to outperform them, I was only successful outperforming one of those, the Dow Jones Industrial Average. But kudos to the market. My gosh. Very, very happy of the result this week. I love making money in the stock market and making money work for me, and that's what happened here this week. $196, almost $200 profit this week in the stock market. Overall, though, I think it'd be interesting. So check out the end of the month video of end of November, but when I see the lifetime of this account, but it's close. Either I'm up a little bit, down a little bit, or almost even. So, yeah, that's the update. I'm super happy, super pleased, super curious. A lot of supers here. Very curious about what's getting ready to happen next week and the rest of the year. Can these earnings and this rate of return keep going up, or or is this fool's gold what happened November 10th and 11th in the stock market? Are we going to go back down? So it's going to be very interesting to see the ups and downs of the market, why things occur, why things don't occur. All that's fascinating to me. And if it's fascinating to you, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can get all the latest tutorials on how to make money, save money, invest money, so you can make money work for you, and so you can live life on your own terms and hopefully someday reach financial independence and financial freedom. And also, if you like this video, I appreciate it. Hit that like button. That way it helps the YouTube algorithm. And hopefully YouTube will push this video and this channel out to more people. So hopefully they can get this content that can help them improve their financial situations. So wonderful week in the stock market. Let's keep it going. But I'm very, very thrilled about what happened this week in the stock market. Things seem to be getting a little better. Hopefully they can continue, and hopefully you can make some money in the stock market. Hopefully you can make some money in whatever way you decide to that's legal and enjoyable for you. All right. All the best and take care.